Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Before we start, let me introduce myself first. My name is Dinda Alisa Bela. My last student ID number is 048. And today I'm gonna present an article with the title is Developing Student Writing Skill Through Short Story in ELT. Okay, next slide. So, the article authors are Aidin Adam, Levita Zahratul Fitri, and Wahyu Indah Malarokmana. The affiliation is English Education Department, UIN Maulana Malik Ibrahim Malang, Indonesia 2024. And then next slide. Okay, the first is introduction. Writing is very important skill in learning English because it helps students share their ideas clearly. Short stories are useful in class because they show many new words and a clear story structure. Usually a short story focuses on one main problem, so it fits into one or two lessons. This study looks at how short stories can help students learn vocabulary, improve their writing techniques, and increase motivation, especially in a place where students have little English exposure. Okay, next slide. We can move to the research gap. Many studies showed that short stories help creativity and communication, but some topics still need more research. For the example, few studies look closely at how short story affect sentence structure and vocabulary learning. There is also little research about whether short stories make students more motivated to write in school that use little English, such as pesantren. And this study tries to fill that gap by focusing on sentence structure, vocabulary growth, and student motivation. Okay, next slide. Next is literature review. Research showed that short story helps students learn the part of a narrative, like plot and character. And other studies report that short story improve creative writing and speaking because students work with real text. Reading and writing short story also introduce students to new word and natural sentence pattern. However, this benefit depends on good teacher guidance and a structured teaching method. And next slide, we're going to move to the method. The researchers used a qualitative case study at MA Model Zainul Hasan, a pesantren where English is rarely used. The participants were two students who had problems with writing and one English teacher. Data were collected from classroom observation and in-depth interview over 3 lessons. In this lesson, students wrote short story and then presented their stories to the class. The researchers used thematical analysis to find the main themes from the data. And next slide. So next is findings and discussion. The study found that presenting short story helps students organize ideas better, become more creative, and feel more confident when speaking. Low reading habits were a major problem because students had few reading references, and this reduced the quality of their writing. The limited use of English in the student environment also made it hard for them to learn new vocabulary and express complex ideas. Still, short story helps students learn narrative structure and writing techniques. And teachers said publishing student work could increase motivation. And last but not least is conclusion and implication. So, in conclusion, short stories combined with presentation activities can effectively improve student writing and speaking skills. This method supports vocabulary growth, clear writing structure, creativity, and student motivation. The main challenges are low reading literacy and limited vocabulary in low exposure settings. So teachers should help by strengthening reading habits, using structured storytelling method, and encouraging encouraging publication of student work to increase motivation and language exposure. Okay, then I think it's all of my presentation. Thank you for your all attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.